ahead and record this. I'm also going to take off the mute button here, so that way you guys are able to ask questions as needed. Feel free to self-mute yourself if you guys have a lot going on in the background. But like I said, this is meant to be interactive as we're going to go through the spring cleaning checklist. So I'm going to unmute you guys now, and we'll be able to hear everyone. And go. Perfect. All right, Jeff, you should have control and you are able to start your presentation. So you're all set. You're on self-muted, by the way, too. So you'll want to unmute yourself.
Sorry, guys.
You're back. You're good.
All right. So before we get started, I just kind of want to let everyone know that I'm doing this on my Samsung Galaxy. So I have the Android platform. If you need if this does not translate well for you on the Android platform, JE will do an iPhone presentation for you. So just want to get that out of the way. Now, before we get started, well, let's get started. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to tap on our HappyCo inspector.
And Jeff, just to let you know too, you're not sharing your screen right now. So I know that I think it just went off when you went on camera mode. There, you're on camera mode now.
All right, is that back?
I can see your screen now. You're good to go.
Okay. Are we good?
You're good. Yep.
Okay, so we're going to tap on the inspector. JE, at any time, if this goes off, just let me know. So we're going to select our community. We're going to hit the plus tab down at the bottom. We're going to start a new inspection. And then we're going to scroll to the spring cleaning inspection, and that's what we want. Now, I've already did one, so I'm going to back out here. Where is my spring cleaning inspection? It's actually right here. And so what we want here, we truly want the maintenance supervisor and the property manager to truly walk the property as it's your first time evaluating the property, right? So think to yourself, what are the residents, prospects, what are they seeing, right? Then we want to make sure we're taking notes, right? We want to take notes on any eyesores that we may have, and then we want to make a plan to correct those said eyesores, right? We also want to take pictures of the good. Right? If you see something that's amazing on your community, we want to go ahead and take a picture of that as well, right? We want to set that standard, and the more pics, the better. So we can take a bunch of pictures. That'd be great. So we're going to start with curb appeal, and as you see right here, we have the clean, well-maintained signage. If it's acceptable, go ahead and click acceptable, and then take a picture. You can see I took a picture of the sign, nice, clean Bradford East End leasing sign. Moving on, parking lots free of debris. Our lines are clearly marked. The curb lines are freshly painted. No vehicles abandoned. If we have the vehicles out there that are abandoned, let's get those tagged. Let's get them out of there. This is one of those eyesores. So let's take a look at the pictures. Free of debris. Looks pretty good. No trash. Easy to follow direction signs to the leasing office. Make sure those are always out. Nice looking sign there. Flags in good condition. Make sure they're not frayed. You see we have unacceptable. Picture of the flags. Can't really see them too well, but nice picture. And then I also made a note here. Trilogy and Ohio flag sprayed. So I want to make sure we take care of that. Clearly marked future resident parking, I'm sorry. It's acceptable. Nice signs. All of our exterior lights are working. So we want you to check your photo cells on this situation, right? If the lights are staying on during the day, that's an indicator that we may have bad photo cells. So as I click the unacceptable, you see some of the lights are on. And then I made a note, and it's building 24. Just make notes of the buildings that the lights are on. Make sure our trash areas are neat, screen enclosures. Closures look good, right? Missing boards, let's go ahead and put those back on if you're missing any boards. You see, nice and clean. Our building exteriors, make sure they're clean, they're in good shape. That's the balconies, the steps, shutters, sidewalks, roofs, chimneys, gutters. So, see, you got a few pictures. We have some shutters missing. I can tell you, Bradford, they're actually putting the shutters up today. Power washing, make a note when we're going to do that. So we check the notes. It's just building 4. I made a note. Shutters down at 6, 4, 24. Building 17 just needs power washed. Cobwebs and other debris. We just want to make sure we get that as well. Nice picture of the siding, nice and clean. Breezeways. Now, this is an entire property, right? 37 buildings at Bradford. I know we have buildings everywhere at our properties, but make sure we have a date on when we're going to go ahead and power wash. Bradford did a great job, but their power washing is actually scheduled for April. They're kind of ahead of the curve already, but go ahead and notate when you're going to do your power washing. Electric boxes. This is your cable boxes. Just make sure they're concealed. They look good. The wires are not hanging out. You see they do a great job again. A lot of times we see these on the side of the buildings, and it's usually the cable company. They have a problem buttoning those up all the time. The potholes. Just got to do some cold patching. I know that they've done some cold patching, but there's some out there. So we just want to take pictures, make notes. Silver Spring Lane. This was in front of Building 2. The other ones on Clock Court, on Bench. All pet debris is removed. This is around your pet stations, right? Make sure everything is free and clean. Great job. Exterior fixtures and windows. Just if you need to mark this, go ahead and mark it. Make notes. Take plenty of pictures. Gutter cleaning. The gutter cleaning, I mean, it's scheduled right now, so it's scheduled for May. So again, if you have the gutters, just make sure you schedule that for us. Put that notate, right? The grounds, the well manicured grounds, the landscaping section. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Make sure the grass is trimmed, right? The landscaping beds, make sure if they're over mulched, that we have to trim those down. That's what we have to do. The shrubs, if they're dead, let's get that removed. You see the beds look pretty good. Mulch reduction, as I just mentioned, if that's scheduled, go ahead and click it on the date. Put in the notes for a date. Looks good as well. If your trees need to be trimmed, if it's not scheduled yet, go ahead and tap the note in. Trimming is budget for April. Flowers, I know a lot of flowers they're not planted yet. So again, let's just go ahead and budget it for May. Make a note. Grounds look absolutely amazing at Bradford last couple of weeks. Since I've been on site, they're just amazing. Great job, guys. Irrigation systems. If you have an irrigation system, go ahead, again, make a note. When is it going to be tested? Is it up and running? Go ahead and tap that note bar. Amenities, if you have any outdoor recreational, that's the tennis courts or anything like that, make sure you're marking those, take a picture, make your notes. If you need to get anything that needs to be done with those, power wash, whatever the case may be. Grills, again, make sure your grills have propane. If there's any parts, let's go ahead and get those replaced. Make sure your natural gas is working. Make sure those timers are on and they're working. So go ahead and you can acceptable, unacceptable, whatever the case may be. Take pictures, make a note. Your pools, furniture, make sure you don't have your furniture out. Go ahead and put on the note when that's going to happen. the date of the opening of the pool. If you have any signage that you need to get taken care of, again, feel free to reach out for me. I can take care of that. The pool's not open, cover's still on, but I know they have this budgeted as well. Clubhouse. Clubhouse, focus on the kitchen, the bar area. As you see, this looks absolutely amazing. We want to make sure our clubhouses are nice and tidy. The cabinets, the kitchen bar, coffee area, the refrigerators, just make sure they look great. Cord management. This looks like we need to get a little cord management here. Nothing too bad. Boxes for the cord, they're already on order, so that would be buttoned up as well. Fitness center, check the equipment, make sure all of our equipment works, right? Make sure you have your wipes, your mats look good. You have cord management as well. So we have cord management here. Mats are hung, look good. Cord boxes are budgeted for April, so they'll have those cord boxes wrapped up as well. Your business center, make sure your computers are working, the printers are working, and again, the cord management, want to make sure the cord management is good. Your Wi-Fi, make sure the Wi-Fi is connected. Business center looks amazing. Miscellaneous, if you have any amenities, miscellaneous, the putting greens, bicycle area, game tables, etc. Go ahead and acceptable, unacceptable, again, make a note, take a picture for us. Moving on to our offices, want to make sure the desks are organized, our copy rooms, make sure those are looking great. Picture of the back room. Desks look great. Equipment, operational. This is your fax machines. Again, just make sure they're all working. Phones.
Jeff, your phone screen froze again.
Am I back?
You're back, but the phone is still, I don't know if it's only me or.
No, it's frozen.
It's frozen?
It's a HappyCo screen, Jeff.
How about now?
I can see the picture.
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
Are we still at Keep Track Audit?
Yes.
All right, so we're at the Key Track Audit. So we want to, I'm sorry. All right, sorry guys. All right, so the Key Track Audit. Just want to make sure this is locked, and then we want to do an audit on keys. Make sure the keys are in there. If you're missing any keys, let's get them back in there, make copies, and put them back in the Key Track. Security system, just make sure your security system works. You can see all systems are good. Building interiors, this is the breezeway. If you have hallways, the hallway condition. Just need to do some power washing here, which that's already scheduled. As you can see, made note, that's building 37. Violations, this is the satellite dishes, pets, if there's pet waste, we want to go ahead and take care of that. Cluttered patios, balcony, any personal belongings in the common areas. So I see I got some satellites here. Just satellites. Then I made note. Those are the buildings, those are the homes that I was able to identify. Electrical fixtures, lighting fixtures. Take a picture of them, make note. Elevators, some of us have elevators, so just make sure your elevator condition, the paint, the buttons, that's fresh paint, right? Make sure your elevators look good. Same thing with the stairwells. If you have any stairwells, I would say the flooring on the stairwells look good. needs painted, just make sure that looks good as well. Your maintenance shop, make sure they're organized, inventory checked, your parts are good. See, the parts are put up here, color coded, nicely color coded. That's blue for plumbing. Their HVAC stuff ready to go. Golf carts, you want to check your golf carts, inspect your batteries. Do they need water? Is there any parts broken? If you should have it in the budget to get them repaired. If so, make ready your units that are not ready. Make sure you have a make ready board. That's that digital board that needs to be uploaded in the box. So you can see they have one. They're uploaded in box, and they also have this on the office. In the office, that's their schedule. Your HVAC, that's just kind of make sure that you're ready to go for spring. HVAC season is coming, so make sure you have your parts ordered. Your vacant audit, just make sure that your units look good. I mean, your carpets have the nice lines. Kitchen is nicely cleaned. I mean, look at these lines. That's crisp right there. It looks great. So make sure your vacant units look great. Your thermostats, make sure they're set. This one is set. And then just make sure it's move-in ready, right? That unit looks absolutely amazing. So marketing, the marketing section, that would be done by the property manager and regional manager, I believe. Jay, you can confirm on that. But that's all I got, guys. Are there any questions? Does anyone have any questions for me? No questions?
No.
Thanks, Jeff. That was super informative.
You're welcome.
That was great. You did a great job. Yeah, this is a great time. If you guys have any questions, please ask. We can show you now on HappyCo. You guys will be completing your spring cleaning checklists. JC sent out the calendar invites. JC, remind us, when is that due date again for those to be
April
completed?
15th.
Yep, April 15th. So you guys have a little less than a month to get this completed. Just like Jeff said, make sure you guys are walking this by foot. We want to see what the residents are seeing, what our prospects are seeing, get fresh eyes on it like you've never visited your property before. And let's really tackle it right now, especially with how much downtime we have, and make our properties look great.
Thanks, Al.
Thanks, JC. Any questions for Jeff on the spring cleaning checklist and how to complete this in HappyCo?
I'm here.
Thanks, Justin. Awesome.
Nothing?
Well, if you guys don't have any questions, again, thank you, Jeff. That was great. This, again, was on his Android, so it looks a little bit different than iPhone users. So iPhone users, if you want any additional training, please reach out to me and I can share my screen and do a iPhone training for you as well. The concept, the buttons are pretty much similar. It's just a little different with kind of the go around on things to click. But otherwise, reach out. We're happy to help. Reach out to Jeff too if you guys have any questions. But I appreciate you joining today.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Bye,
Thanks.
guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
See ya.